We am's the live, people.
Cock and balls. No one else joining in.
Hey.
Okay, cool. I was alone on that one.
No, I said team.
No, I was deciding what I was going to go with. I'm still waking up.
I'm sorry we left your cock and balls alone, buddy.
Man.
Okay, yeah, just so you don't feel left alone. Anal seepage.
Woo.
There you go.
Lovely. Smells like a paycheck.
So I would just like to point out that a couple of the bullet points are very nicely
Fucking
wrote
fantastic.
out because well that was only a couple of them that I had. So I have Tavish gets sucked off. Chou has a mini Christmas all to himself. Tavish enlists child labor. Poppyseed gets rock hard, and Poppyseed gets felt up. Those are some of the bullet points that I have for this recap, just out of context.
Pretty solid, yeah.
That's actually
Oh wait, I remember what getting felt up refers to. Okay, it took me a second.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, I
remember what
I
getting
remember.
sucked off was.
Yeah, I remember Chou's mini Christmas. That was going through the bag of stuff from the Druids.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
Yeah.
I don't remember the Tavish getting sucked off.
I do. Oliver got rid of the
Yeah.
stink.
Yeah. Oliver.
That's it.
Oliver got rid of the
That's
drunkenness. Yep.
Would suck. I forgot about that.
I mean, that was pretty much session, but I'll read recap anyway. Last session began with Oliver needing several bottles to pull the drunkenness out of Tavish. With the several bottles being filled, Tavish was feeling his froggy old self again. Chou went through his bag of gifts given to him by the druids they met, identifying some but not others. Going below the ship to figure out if anything underwater was causing the stillness of the winds and sea, Tavish had a short conversation with a large fish named Krillium. Learning that Krillium was still rather young and separated from his mother, Tavish decided it was a great opportunity to get the boat moving again by having Krillium push it in exchange for hunting lessons and food. Upon returning topside, Kari had a revelation about where the mother of Krillium could have gone, insinuating that the people of the Azure Clan killed his mother and served her as food when Kari and Tavish went on board to eat and play games. The party made good progress with Krillium pushing the boat, but they had to hunker down as a storm came rolling in. As days went by, the party reached Anera and docked at a port city. With Gaddradison having the manifest that Poppyseed found, he inquired about with the dockmaster about acquiring the cargo intended for the ship, being told it would be loaded by noon tomorrow. Poppyseed completed his transformation into having stone-like skin, having a nice conversation with a dwarf who marveled at Poppyseed and asked to feel his hindquarters. Gar went into town to see about acquiring some useful items before the party had decided on the best way to reach a place where they could start their search for Sinra. And that is where we begin tonight.
Is there a church or religious building here that's, cathedral-like, maybe? Somewhere that would have books and histories and stuff like that?
We found a place on Anera from one of the books that Poppyseed had about folklore and stuff.
Yes.
That we were traveling to. We were just deciding on the best route to go to get there.
Where did I pin?
I get that, but
Did
also
anyone pin
local
it?
history as well. Maybe there's something in the local archives or knowledge that might provide some extra information.
There it is. No one had asked for like local archives specifically. But again, like generic, like asking for books wise. Poppyseed got the really old Farmer's Almanac sort of thing. That was more than just a simple almanac.
Mhm.
But the rituals and dates of when they performed them and when they planted and all the whole bits and bobs. As far as other things, I mean, you guys still technically have time to go back out. Like, you were all. We left session, we were all on the boat considering what to do. You couldn't leave. Yeah, like, you can't leave quite yet because they're in the process of loading up the boat.
I was gonna go shopping for materials for my new project.
Yes. You were gonna go shopping. Oh, I need to send you the. Where is the link? What did I do with it? I had found it and went, oh, I need to hold on to this so I can send it
It's in your pocket.
to
Well,
get,
if we-
and then forgot to send it to get.
If we've got time to spare, then putting it to the group, maybe hit up the local religious lot, see if I can get any information that way. Seems we're looking for a god.
I mean, I don't mind joining. I'll join.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not exactly the most comfortable around large religious groups, so I think I'll pass on that one.
Not a problem.
Pin it.
Are there any
Chou,
materials that I should probably be looking for to get for my project while I'm in town? I'd say probably.
Depleted
Possibly.
uranium.
Yeah.
We're making the A10 Warthog.
Poppyseed on a fucking in the gunner seat.
You are a stick operator, not a pilot. That is a gun with wings and
I
missiles.
remembered where I. No. Why is it not in here? I know I sent myself the fucking link somewhere. In charge? No. Did I put it in here? I have the note Garson's Jewelers for some reason.
I was not in any jewelers.
No, that was just in this campaign's notes for some reason.
I do have a gem with 100 gold, but
Maybe that's why.
that would make sense.
That is not what I need right now, Google, but thanks for thinking out. There we go. Fantasy metals. That's what usually gets me the right one. Hey, okay, I found one. Not necessarily for the, like, history behind them and whatnot, but, Gad, here's a link to some fantasy metals that I like using the inspiration of, like, what the metals are able to do. Just in case you wanted, like, I don't know, some fantasy metal stuff above and beyond the standard. I might as well send this to you too, guy.
We're going shopping.
Yes, we are.
The turtles' ominous laughter together.
I know. Right?
We're not planning anything that will break the campaign yet. It's
Yeah.
going to come later.
Which Sky City are you gonna make fall from the sky this time?
Yeah, which Sky City are you all fucking
Artificer
over
one.
this time?
Is it
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
just fucking make my way in a circle.
Fuck it. No, it's gonna be Lunal again.
Hopefully,
Fuck it, we're coming through
You
through
guys
Lunal a
have
third
it
time.
out for Luna.
Third time's a charm.
We say the two of us are the only reason why Lunal didn't fall out of the sky the first time. So if anybody gets to destroy it, it's us. We earned that right.
Fair, fair, very fair.
Between in Bjarn's god just holding the thing in the fucking sky, and then the probably one of the best uses of a wish I've ever had, which is shocking. Those usually go bad. We got the fucking thing out of the sky. Ugasis slimed all over it. It was great. So it's only right that we get to destroy what we saved. Destroy, build, destroy.
Giving them that to look over. It was Poppyseed and Chou and that were gonna go. Well, Chou wanted to, but Poppyseed was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go along to look at more records, sort of thing." Is Kari and Tavish gonna come along? Are they gonna stay on the boat?
I think this might be a chance for Beffrey here and Wednesday to take a walk.
I'm no longer Monday. I'm promoted to Wednesday.
I didn't say that.
Is it a promotion or a demotion? That's the thing.
At this point, we don't know.
Monday is the lowest.
Here we are in town. We're splitting the party.
Woo!
Again.
It's the usual. I'm used to hurting you guys as cats, so you know.
It's the theme for Thursdays, I guess.
It's the theme for Thursdays.
Tavish.
Me.
Your sword has been singing nonstop for this whole trip every morning.
It's a good thing I don't have a sword.
Halberd, whatever.
That is in the hold of the ship. I do not want. You know what? I'm dragging Kari to look for more weapons.
Alright, let's go.
Tavish just to spite Poppyseed. Goes
At
and
this
buys
point-
more halberds.
Yeah, I'm gonna get like exact copies of the same halberd. So if like one starts singing, I just swap to the other one. It's like, well, you can't make them all sing, can you, fuckboy?
Actually,
Oh,
actually.
But how many can you make sing at once?
I would like to buy 10 halberds, please.
The spell doesn't actually have a limit on how many times I can cast it. My only problem would be monetary value, which I think it costs 10 gold per casting.
Who's gonna go broke first? Me with halberds or you with spells? Let's find out. Throw money at the problem until it
What's
stops
the
existing.
standard?
You know what you do, don't you? You go from doing it to his halberd to doing it to actual body parts.
I can do it to your loincloth. That'll be weird.
I was gonna say my loincloth starts singing. If you put a magic mouth on my loincloth, we're gonna have problems. We're either gonna have problems or you're gonna be my new best friend.
What?
Put a magic mouth on what's under the loincloth and watch him freak out next time he goes for a piss.
Oh, we threatened to
Nothing on the
cast
loincloth.
magic mouth on the
Just
loincloth.
frog in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck, where'd it go? I
Yeah.
was just looking at it.
yeah. The spell costs
A
10 gold.
halberd, right? That's what we're replacing,
Yes.
theoretically?
Yes.
Those are 20 gold each.
Fuck yeah!
I will
Like
go first.
a standard run-of-the-mill average halberd is 20 gold each.
I got 600. Let's go.
Holy
We got
shit.
1,000 gold between us. Let's go, baby.
Oh,
At 500 halberds.
Yes, sir. We fill the ship with halberds.
Halberds.
Oops, all halberds.
oops, all have.
Nah, but I do want to go see what they have, if anything, cool.
This is where you learn twin spell, so you can do 2 halberds for the same price.
God.
Chou!
I stabbed the wizard.
That-
Good luck. I got resistance, bitch.
I would like to rage.
I would.
I would. So
I would like
twin
to put 10 gold on the
spell
horse.
only works on spells that target a single creature.
Yeah,
And magic mouth only targets a single.
yeah. It only targets a single.
I thought it
thing.
was a single item.
I thought it was only worked on spells that only targeted. It wasn't AOE spells. If it was an area effect spell, then it didn't work. But anything that has a single
twin
target.
spell. Twin spell specifically only works on spells that target a single creature specifically. I thought mouth. I thought magic mouth only worked on objects.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it only targets objects, so you cannot twin spell magic mouth.
Still fair.
I know. Wait,
Ew.
Poppyseed. I
What?
know a way around this. I know a way around this.
Huh?
First, we kill Tavish.
Oh.
When this person dies, their body effectively becomes an object.
Oh God.
You then cast magic mouth on them, and then I resurrect them. They're no longer an object, but the spell was cast on an object, so they then have magic mouth on them.
You think he's gonna want to
That's
come back?
so an unusual punishment and fucking hilarious.
If Tavish ever dies.
It's got to be a willing soul there, gamer.
He might know. Maybe. He might know. Who knows?
By the time you die, I'll have the ability where it doesn't matter if it's a willing soul because you'll be resurrected before you actually technically die.
By
But
the time you
then
get to that
when
level,
you-
I just won't die. Frog really too angry to die. What do you want from me, G?
I don't know. It depends how many fireballs can you take before at that point.
After the first one, I think something's gonna know that something's fucky here.
Remember to pick up spell hold. Hold person.
Old frog.
Old frog.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to hold the frog. He's slimy.
I'm gonna pee
That's
on
why
you.
you use the spell. Ew.
I'd rather
Yes,
be
like I
pissed
said,
off than pissed
the-
on.
Yeah, but like I said, there are ways to be able to cast Magic Mouth onto a person.
Well, Tavish, you're lucky because it says that I can't cast it on something that isn't being worn or carried. So
Carry me.
your loincloth is safe
Haha.
for now.
Wait, but wouldn't... Oh, that isn't being worn or carried. I thought you said that is. I'm like, well, it's being worn, so you can't. But then the other part registered.
Yeah.
Hold him like a blur.
I cast Old Frog.
Okay, how? So first things first, the records crew.
Yeah.
You get to it looks like the most generic looking, simple, large building you all have ever seen in your fucking lives. On the inside, there is a little, like, simple waiting room-esque sort of vibes. And a, you know, within an era, Holstar. They've been there forever. Sitting at the desk, she's got them big, like, Coke bottle reading glasses on. And she looks up from her book when hearing kind of the door squeak as it opens. It does not get used very much. The door probably needs to get oiled. And you two walk in. And she looks at the two of you with that look of, oh crap, did I forget something really important? And just kind of goes, hello, how, welcome to, City Records and form request. You're not here for any meetings, are you?
No, we're not here for any meetings. I'm Father Lee of the Church of the Phoenix. We're currently on a bit of a fact-finding spiritual mission, and we're just trying to find some leads and some information pertaining to this land about the various gods. Just wondering where your records room are so we can look this up.
The second you say no, there is immediately, like, a tension release. And she goes, "Oh, thank God. Okay. I do have a sign-in clipboard. Everybody that comes in does need to sign in. They just like to keep a record of the almost non-existent foot traffic. So, she opens the drawer and fumbles through and pulls out the clipboard. It's got like one signature from nearly a year ago, sort of thing. On the sheet that's on top. And
just blow the dust off it. Just, I see you're very busy.
I mean, occasionally technically the governor's office is on that side, so sometimes there's like meetings. But as far as actual like what needs to sign in for the records and things like that this clipboard is really slow and very boring. I can show you around. She gets up from her desk. Her hooves doing a little clippy clop on the floor. And she, after you've signed in, walks you down some halls and goes, "So you wanted to know more, more along the lines of religious records?"
More along the lines of the local customs for the different gods, places of worship, tales, rituals, ceremonies, holidays, stuff like that. More of the...
Oh, that's gonna be in the back records. Okay. We're gonna need to go farther.
Because obviously we know about the gods. It's more how people worship them and what they did to earn the gods' favors. Just try and see if we can figure out what happened to him.
I mean, I have my theories, sort of. I've read a lot of the records through here, just actually organizing them and reading them, make sure they're labeled right. Been here a few years. You're looking for, and she leads it's the back of the hall. And she finally unlocks the door and walks in and snaps her fingers and some lights turn on. Sort of like torch sconces lighting up.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "It's gonna be a bit dusty.
I'm sure that will be nothing new to me or my associate around books."
The main one that you're gonna find around here, and that's gonna be the biggest portions of things, is gonna be, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right anymore, because no one was able to give me a straight answer. I think it's Finra? But no one's been able to confirm that.
Well,
So he's hoping.
well, that's a gold star for you because it is Sinra.
She was like the main big one. Because of like all the farming and growing and stuff, but so there. Well, basically, she had gestures to a couple filing cabinets. These filing cabinets have some papers and paperwork of the records of what the farmers did during times where Finra walked the continent. I don't think many people believe she actually did. I'm kind of on the fence because of everything I see around here. It's a little... I don't know. When you've never seen actual proof of any of the gods, how do you really believe in any of them? But then it would be really cool if they were actually alive. But nonetheless, these cabinets have some of the really, really old records. They're not... I can't think of a single one that's fully complete. They weren't necessarily great at keeping... No, well, it's been so many years. The records could have been destroyed in a multitude of ways. But then there is what some people, and that's this filing cabinet, is a smaller one. It's just a couple of the drawers that are filled. The Time of Plenty, that was right before the Great War. That mentions a war coming. And then after that, pretty much the rest of this is a lot of growing issues, famine issues, blight in the ground, bug issues. Did I say that? I might have said that already. It's been hard. Like, it used to be easy to grow things out here, and it's just been hard. I mean, we're still growing. We're still, like, the best at growing crops, as far as I've heard of out of all the continents, but it's not easy at all. The next one that have the most files on, well, that the city has the most files on, they're not my files, would be I forgot his name. She darts down one of the aisles and opens a filing cabinet and pulls out a paper and just kind of holds it out to you, and it's Otrix. And she goes, that's the one that's mentioned like the second most, and it all has to do with like the hunt at a specific time of year. Other than that, it's just a couple filing cabinets of like generic paying respects to different gods and goddesses. Like I think it was like Thesis or something like that. For like good rains, and then Usus. No, that's not right. I'm forgetting a letter. Anyway, it's in here depending on how much you actually want to read and go through things. We do close eventually, but like I'll let you know before it's closing time. I won't actually lock you in the building.
Oh, that would be very much appreciated that we're not locked in. But like I said, Gold Star, you got the name right. It is Sinra. But it's the records before the war that we're interested in more than anything else. Try and find like where the places of worship, the main places of worship were for Sinra.
Well, and then those would be these two first big cabinets.
Thank you very much. Poppyseed, would you like to take one and I'll take the other?
Sure.
Lots of reading there for you. I know you like your books.
Oh yes.
And when it comes to the whether the gods actually exist or not, then as a matter of the cloth, then I can assure you they do exist.
You said
they have their ways of being seen.
You said that you had just a little bit of text on one called Usus.
Yes. I think I'm forgetting a letter though.
It's fine.
I think there's more.
Just point me in that direction as well.
Oh, that one's right over here. And she walks over and gives one of the filing cabinets a pat. And she goes, "It's the top drawer."
Thank you.
So right, well, we'll get cracking on here. Obviously, I'm sure you got plenty to do. Giving her that wry smile of, I know you haven't, but obviously just being polite. But if we need anything, we'll make sure to give you a shout.
Yep, just give me a holler. I'm just gonna go back to my book. Like,
books are food for the mind, as they say.
As well. Good luck with your reading. Please be careful with some of the pages.
We will do. We both respect books and tomes very much, and reach up for the first one and start going through book by book if needs be.
What do I have you rolled that? Why is my knee being so fucky today?
There's a big storm coming.
Maybe?
Sunday, it's supposed to shit from the heavens. Callie's gonna get
it kind of feels like it needs to pop, but it won't.
I get that every now and again.
That's not fun.
It's annoying.
Driving me nuts.
While I'm going through the books, Groven, I will be looking for like hidden, like religious allusions and hidden
And
meanings.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case anything's, they've tried to hide things in plain sight, as it were.
Make, I guess, investigation, because you're reading, or history. Yeah, investigation or history. We'll call it either of those while you're flipping through the pages.
You want me to roll that too?
Yes,
will,
please.
before you make the roll, Poppyseed, I will be casting guidance on us both.
Oh. Do I roll with the white dice or the purple dice?
Purple.
Purple?
You
Okay.
get.
Oh,
we
I
both
get the
get
D4.
Yeah, we get a D4 each.
Well.
Oh no. That chuckle. I'm not sure if that chuckle is really good or really bad. It's usually either way.
So.
No in between.
So I got a 17 total. I rolled max on my D4, and I have a +8 to my investigation.
Yeah, I rolled max on my D4. I have a +2 to investigation. And I rolled a total of 14.
Also, Poppyseed, who are you looking through first? Are you looking through Augustus or
No, I was
stuff?
starting with Sinra.
Okay.
So that me and Chou could do that together.
Mm-hmm.
I was not sure. Okay, Sinra stuff. The fuck you learn. You are. Oh god. I almost kicked you in the face, Lulu. Please don't tickle my feet with your freaking whiskers. Through all of the reading, you both are able to piece together that I mean, you guys know that they're real, so you basically find out that Sinra's home, like where she resided, is in the forest of Anera. You find enough bits and pieces to put together that there is this sort of winter ritual, if you will, that those who were properly prepared and ready, if they got the vision, they would be able to find and enter Sinra's home. You're not sure what the vision is because it only mentions it as like capital T, capital V, the vision. Like it is some big like importance, but that you get the vibes that only the people that have had it know what it is. You also find multiple references of a white stag, a deer with these large, magnificent horns, all like Snow White. That is Sinra's companion. And basically it said that as long as Sinra draws breath, so does that deer. And that it will be roaming the forest as long as she exists, as long as she is, sort of thing. Because it is her. Some of it that it is her companion. Some of it reads that it is her pet. Either way, there is a high reverence for the deer and deers in general. You find that it was a very strict hunting season, and they held very, very high respects for the creatures. There is even a prayer that, like, you have all the words of this prayer that one would say when killing a deer. Basically, you know, thanking it for its sacrifice, sort of vibes. Anything you don't use, returning to nature. Sort of thing. You are both able to kind of paint a picture of where farms and like bigger groups of people used to be located, versus where they are now. You kind of see beforehand people used to live basically right along the forest lines. With like some households further out of, you know, people living in the farmlands, kind of. Like you were a couple families that every once in a while made the multiple hours trip into town. Sort of vibes. But you're looking at like what Poppyseed would have seen as today's current records when trying to figure out where to sail next. That everyone is basically along the river. There is a mention of a Lulu. That was so dumb, sweetie. Did you hurt yourself?
I was writing notes and you said mention of Lulu and I typed mention of Lulu.
Beautiful. There is a mention of a temple of people that were more devout and strict in their devotions to Sinra. And where it mentions that temple is, you, Poppyseed, would remember still seeing something on the map in that spot.
From my other book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll share that with Chou. Just like have the other book out too. Just be like where like some of the books end is where the older Farmer's Almanac would pick up that information.
Yeah, you can kind of fill in the blanks sort of thing with the one that you picked up.
Obviously, the stuff that I find, I'll be sharing with Poppyseed as well.
Both kind of working together, playing to fill in the blanks.
Doing a word search.
Yeah. Pausing on that for a moment. Wednesday and Beffrey.
Oh,
Shit. Here we go again.
yep.
What are you two hooligans doing?
Looking for weapons, I believe.
Looking for weapons. Yeah. Okay.
Bish, we're going shopping.
Oh, it's shopping. You find your way to a weapon shop. It really isn't like a straight, like, just weapon shop. It's a blacksmith shop that, like, you're seeing, like, here's a section that's weapons, here's a section that's armor, here's a section that's farmer's tools, like, you need nails of various sizes, go look on those bins on this wall, sort of vibes. Need a bag of caltrops? We sell those too. But do you find anything interesting? Let's see.
I have a weird question. So in the weapon section, how many spears does he have available?
Snap. Roll. Like just plain old spears?
Yeah, so I've got a lovely little aspect. One of the feats is Polearm Master, which means it rocks with glaive, halberds, quarterstaffs, and spears. So I figure spears, since he's kind of generic blacksmithy, I figure spears is probably one of the more common things, since glaives and halberds are literally like weapon focused, but spears could be fishing or anything like that too. So
Yeah. Okay.
if that's
And
an
spears
option-
are only 1 gold each.
Oh fuck yeah, bonus.
Woo!
Get
I
fucked,
just
Poppyseed.
rolled to
This
look.
won't change
I
my
mean,
plans.
they do less damage, but like they're a D6 instead of a D10. But
I could also throw them.
yeah.
Every time you throw the spear, the mouth goes off.
Yeah.
It just
It's like the-
screams.
Yeah, the nerve screamables. You're just like, ah!
Please, we gotta do.
Yeah.
Give me like 2 of those and actually still
We're gonna
screaming
do it.
spears. We
We're gonna do
throw
it like
them.
a-
They're I rolled a d20 for it. There are 13 spears available right now.
I'm going to spend 12 gold and buy 12 spears.
Alright.
Leave one for the community.
Yeah, one for the exactly. I was
One
like,
for the
in case there's
community.
an emergency, one spear will do it. D&D Beyond only allows me to add 10 spears at a time, and that is a fucking travesty.
I'll help carry him.
Yeah, I hand off a couple of these to Kari.
No.
The thing is, when I think spears, I think like big fucking like javelin size things. But the spears that they
Javelins are
actually
probably fun,
used, for this, they're only about 3 foot long.
Perfect.
Tavish
As long as
size.
I'm tall.
Tavish
Mhm.
size.
Just get one and go. Just get one and go. Unga bunga.
Bunga bunga.
Fuck
Ooh.
one, I'm getting 12. Also, is there like... is there a basket that I can buy as well? Or something?
A basket?
Or like a bag?
You could buy a... Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I have
So,
an idea. Don't worry.
Kari's gonna go to the farming equipment, just look about for a bit, and then look at Tavish, and she goes, "Hey, you need a hoe?"
Tavish just looks over, it's just like, the hell do I need a hoe for?
Goes right over your head, over your head. Puts it back.
Tavish just looks confused.
Yes.
If you buy one, leave it here, and then we go to next time you buy one there, and leave it there. You can have hoes in different postcodes.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I hate and love that. God damn
Take one d4 psychic damage, bitch.
IRL.
it. Glittery, screamy ears.
I am looking up options to tempt the two of you with.
We have a lot more money. You could definitely tempt us. We are temptable.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if you know this. I'm very easily swayed into doing dumb shit, Croven. Hold my
Sending
beer.
to
and watch
Tavish.
this.
Holy
Sending
shit!
to Tavish. Sending to Tavish. I need caltrops.
Okay, the
Sure.
rest of you are coming in just fine, but that laugh from Kari was full robot. And instantly made me think, dear lord, what sort of Five Nights at Freddy's thing is coming in through Raina's mic?
Oh no. And
FNAF.
my connection is going wonky right now.
I can tell. Make me a persneppy check, both of you.
Okay.
$11.
Alright, well, Kari, you spot it. But also the fucking hell is this GIF?
It's from Lethal Company.
Oh, you haven't seen the loot bugs?
No.
Friend shape. Yeah, they're friend shape until you take their loot, and then they'll eat you.
They gang
It
up. They
looks like
grow.
it. It looks like a rotisserie chicken that someone put spikes on.
Accurate. Oh shit! Great minds.
Like, who added spikes to
Did
my
I
rotisserie
skip posting?
chicken and then brought it back to fucking life?
Well, it was either Spikes or Magic Mouth, and we were out of 10 gold.
The,
So
the spikes where they shocked it back to life.
what?
Oh, I got none of that.
Speak again, C3PO.
More arigato.
Rainer is
Rainer the
committing
robot.
war crimes against the Irish.
Okay, so, Kari, you spot the tiniest sign that is also, like, incredibly, like, dusty. That is next to a doorway. Like, this is an... Instead of a, like, actual, like, door, it's like a curtain in front of it, so you can't see, like, through. But if the plaque hadn't caught your eye, you would have thought, oh, that must be, like, an employee's, like, where they keep their stock or some shit, like. But the plaque catches your eye, and then you read it, and you see weapons of the ancient times.
Ooh. She is going.
Are you dragging Tavish along, or are you just disappearing through the curtain and hoping Tavish sees you?
She will drag the frog along.
Alright. You go through, and it is set up like a little museum. It's got the locked glass cases. There's lights on everything. There's little, like, history blurbs. And then there's also, you see a few signs that say, if you're truly interested, ask associate for help if you would like to purchase any of these artifacts. To describe the artifacts, I'm probably about to get stared at by my husband because he's gonna possibly recognize these words. You see one that looks like a bit of a dagger. And its label calls it a razor pine. On its little note placard, it states that, back in its heyday, this item was used not only as a dagger, but as a tool to throw pine needles at such velocity that came out of them that they could do great damage to enemies. there's the next one that is a very hefty looking blade. On we'll call this is that one the one I am thinking of? It is a glaive with a pretty like hefty green blade at the end. And on its little blurb, it kind of starts with the same vibes. You know, back in its heyday, this weapon was said that when used by an individual, that it connected with properly, when swung, could possibly release a special attack, almost like a burst out to all the surrounding enemies around the individual. There is another one that is more of a scimitar-esque looking blade that is labeled the Seedler. And it reads that no one has yet been able to figure out how this thing works. However, it is said that when triggered properly, not only does this weapon slice through your enemies with abandon, but that it is possible to distribute seed-looking small grenade projectiles.
A fucking grenade launcher. Yes.
Because we should be trusted with this.
We have one campaign where I have a grenade launcher. Let's make it 2.
There is another fairly hefty size blade that on its little placard calls it the cactus sword. It in fact is very green and looks like it could be made out of cactus. However, the placard reads that despite looking very frail, and looking like it is made out of genuine cactus, in fact, it is not and seems to be made out of some form of metal. That there have been many smiths and like metal workers that have tried to figure out what this is made out of to no avail. but what they do know is that when you use this weapon, if you were to slice into someone, or even just if you couldn't get a nice slash, or even slightly miss, if you are just able to just barely brush up against them, that this blade might leave a bunch of soft and like smaller and or larger cactus needles, depending on how close you actually got to your target. For you guys, basically that means however close you freaking get to the AC of what you're hitting, you could possibly not. You miss, but you're still gonna add cactus spines to like their arm or their side or their back, you know, which is very, very uncomfortable and could impose, you know, disadvantage. But yeah, those are the weapons in the little history section, if you will. I just saw what you typed, voice.
In response, which part? That was shit posted a lot there.
The last bit, their neck.
Yeah,
Their
you
back.
spikes, their neck, you know, or their back, or their get shot. How much are these artifacts?
I have a feeling if there was a bell. Oh god. If there was a bell, Tavish would be just hitting the bell.
If a frog could kick open a curtain, just imagine that. Just like a singular foot just tries to kick it open. That's
Beautiful. God damn it. I give you guys these things and I forget that I also need to give them prices. Son bitch.
Ha ha.
A few moments later.
A few inches later.
That's what she said.
We're gonna say. Okay, so let me get the. Fine. That's gonna be. I have spoken. And then. And I just love the name of the seedler.
Makes me think of a Pokemon.
You know, it kind of does.
Seedler, I choose you.
And um, wow, that die really favors the sevens today. Um, you know, I feel like that one should be more down there, so I'm going to adjust that one. The dice have spoken. You guys are given these as their listing prices.
Bad news, Kari. I'm poor. Rain is dead. Rip and peep.
I die.
Oh,
Rest and pepperoncinis.
You're poor. Sounds like a you problem.
I mean, true, but like presses a hand against the glass of the Terrorblade and smears it downwards. It's so pretty, though. Wait. I have an idea.
What?
Pulls out his shovel. I could sell this.
Okay, I thought you were gonna smash the glass.
You know, I wasn't sure which way it was gonna go either, if we're being honest here.
I mean, we are on a current. We could get a little finicky here, but no, I mean, let's not immediately cause problems. We just got here, yo. We can't be doing this shit already. I have at least 10
Your
intelligence.
boat's
to know
not
that-
ready.
Yeah. The boat's not ready, exactly. Can't leave yet. Tavish will walk up to the guy at the front counter and just be like, okay, this is a magic shovel. Puts it on the counter. Puts the 2 crystal javelins he has left over. And these are magic pokey spears. How much can I get for these?
He looks at them, looks at you, stands up, grabbing the shovel, leaving the other 2 on the counter, and goes, outside, show me how it works.
Oh, okay. Walks outside.
And he kind of, gestures towards an area that's more, like, not in the direct line of a pathway.
Tavish will walk over and hold out the shovel and cast Mold Earth. He's going to make a small dirt anvil.
There's just a slight...
And there's also this, which I've never tested before, but I mean, if you want to see everything it can do, I could do something else.
Well, what's the other thing?
Weird question, but you haven't buried any pits or anything back here, have you?
Did you say buried pets?
It's a shovel, and shovels are used for digging things up. And I've never done it before, but you can technically summon something undead with it.
Alright. Hold on. He walks inside. You hear him shout for someone else to take the front of the shop for a moment. That he's got to handle business outside. And he goes, we got just a couple minutes down the road, a little pet cemetery.
That works for me.
And he leads the way. And in fact, yeah, it is only like not too far down. You can tell it was made like not too much farther down is like a little school building, and this was definitely made for to make the kids happy sort of vibes. Like it is.
Oh, I'm gonna
It is in no way a special like. It's special, but it's not like fancy or anything like that. And he kind of gestures at it and goes, "Show me what you got."
So I read over what you sent me about this shovel, and there's a very small list of creatures that you can pick from. So Tavish is gonna walk over to like one of the bigger patches of dirt and just raise the shovel above his head and slap it on the ground and go, boom! And then take a step back. And out of the ground starts to rise up an entire warhorse skeleton.
Oh yeah.
Just stands tall above Tavish's head and is like, so, who had a horse as a pet?
That's gotta be the Jenkins siblings.
Alright, well, we're not going to let the Jenkins siblings see that dead horse up and about.
Agreed. Impressive.
Tavish is climbing on the horse.
It's
Thank
a
you.
bony ride.
Oh, God, this is not good. Alright, hold on.
Hello, child.
I've been replaced.
Just as hard.
My bedtime anyways.
Okie dokie.
I got a bad headache.
Okay, well, you might have overdone the VR then a bit, you know? So, brush your teeth. Bring the VR headset in here. And then show me your teeth. Oh, I bought you a new toothbrush.
Where's mine?
Yes. Use the actual function. Push the button to turn it the frick on. Okay?
The other ones are dead.
This one is not. It is brand new. It works. Okay? Okay.
But I want a toothbrush.
Trying to get them to brush their dang teeth kills me.
Cavity is no fun.
We've already had to deal with tiny ones because I swear.
Root canals would be no fun. I'd say as I open up the
It's
water,
in the tooth bin, tooth bucket, toothbrush, on top of the sink. Where me and Dada keep our toothbrush in that bowl. It's the only mechanical toothbrush.
I can't see it, Mother. What is it?
How do you miss it? It's right. It's where the toothpaste is. It's where the toothbrushes are. Hey, it's right there.
Look with your eyes like that.
You do know how kids look for things, right?
Yep.
That gif is so accurate. But it's also accurate for me in the morning when I can't find my glasses. Fuck, where was I? Oh, I remember Shovel. You're riding the dead horse. It's bones. It is bones. You are sitting on bones. Well trained bones. What bones? Hans bones. You make your way back to the shop, and you um he kind of looks at you and goes, how much were you hoping to get from this?
Well, between the shovel and the 2 javelins, I do have a wee bit of gold left over. Perhaps we could come to an agreement and trade, say, the glaive in the partitioned off room.
He goes, oh, you've been looking through there. No one ever goes through there anymore.
Perk of being a tourist.
He looks at the shovel and he kind of peeks in there. He goes, this and your sparkly javelins, and you can take that puppy home. Keep your gold on you.
Pleasure doing business. Quickly runs off.
Yeah, he unlocks the case and passes it to you. And he thinks he got a steal because he'll probably actually be able to sell this magic shovel versus a weapon. You took that, which has the green wave. Let me do. Gotta give Tavish the information so I don't forget.
Did I go kaput?
Round two.
The frog is excited.
That an excited frog noise.
Excited croak.
Basically, so without attuning to it, it's still just like a standard +2 glaive. With attuning to it, you get the other portion.
Well, I just freed up an attunement slot by getting rid of that shovel, so let's go.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You know, it doesn't say whether the object has to be magical or mundane to put a mouth on it.
That would be so mean.
Carry on.
And so
Carry on.
Hilarious.
That sounded so wrong, though.
I wonder how many spears it takes to get to the center of a poppy seed.
A lot because of my skin.
I've got 12.
That's not enough.
I can get more. They're cheap.
Only one more in this town, buckaroo.
I'll go to the next town and buy some more fucking spears. You try me.
It's gonna be a spear shortage.
I'm gonna get like 3 shoulder bags full of spears and just start hucking.
Just a bag of holding full of spears. Just dump it out.
Full of just spears.
It's not even a bag of holding. It's a bag of spears.
Oops, all spears.
A bag of spearing.
Yep.
It's like the fucking Chinese firework arrow launcher, but it's all spears.
Cast fly and then fly up, dump the bag upside down in a straight line.
We call this the fuck you tactic.
Portals. I see that one of you Gaddradison, you have made a selection.
Indeed.
I also have a selection done as well.
Ooh. Is this not the one that also had the... It is not the one that had the price. Oh well, I'll come up with shit. Cosmolite. Trying to find your.
There was another bit I forgot to add.
Do. Okay, so you wanted that one. Oh, that makes sense for the barrel. And the blade, for that matter. Yeah, that makes. And then you wanted that, the wood, for.
It's only really people now. You grab like that. Just like physical.
Where the fuck, dude? Hello, Goober.
Good night.
You sleep well. Do you brush your teeth really, really good? Nice. There it is. Okay. For this. Okay, so we are going to say we're gonna let the dice speak again. Um. And then Gar, you were looking at that. Um, and um, doo-doo. What?
Paper, so just let practice because I have 3 of them,
Oh, okay.
and I'll swap. Remind.
Yes. I will put it right here on my desk so we can practice it tomorrow. Um. There is yours. I have sent both you Tortles the asking prices for your metal mixes that you would like.
Okay. So before I buy that, I'd like to go find a jeweler to sell one of the gems that I found on the boat. Because I need monies.
Okay. Did you happen to write down which ones you found?
Just a bag of 11 gems that were 1,000 gold each.
That is very helpful. Thank you. You're just selling one of them?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You basically
I should bankrupt the jeweler.
Right. It does take them a second. They like, look at you, look over the gem, look at you again, pull out different like the spectacles with the gajillion magnifiers on them, and look it over again, and are genuinely impressed. And then have you wait a moment because they have to go back into their like actual like safe in the back to pull out the amount. But then finally come back out with probably like half in platinum, half in gold.
So what, that would be 50 platinum?
Yes. I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that math's out right on D&D Beyond. Then it was 470. Okay. How much ammo do I think I could make with the crystal?
That was. Let me look at yours again. The Inferno Crystal. That is. You feel like as long as you are careful and don't screw anything up, you could get a max of 10 bullets out of like the one chunk.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
They're contagious. How dare you?
Been waiting on that sneeze for like 20 minutes.
How?
It's just been like lingering. I could feel that I needed to sneeze, and it just hasn't happened.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
It finally happened, though. I'm happy.
With the Tortles having their fun and fancy medals, was there anything else the two of you wanted to look around for or buy, or was it just your materials?
I think just materials for me.
Yep, same here.
And then I would like to go to Tinker, but I am not going to be making ammunition on the ship.
Smart. Because if you roll badly, there would definitely be holes to fix in the ship, as well as fires to put out. Poppyseed and Chou.
Hey, yo.
We're looping back to you two.
Book team.
Yarp. Whoop, whoop. Bookworms unite.
What would you both like to look up next?
Well, Poppyseed was gonna do a solo adventure into the wonderful world of Usus.
Yeah.
I'll help.
No, you fucking won't.
Won't
I don't.
I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking for stuff for Sinra. If I come across anything else, then that's just part of, as I'm looking for stuff on Sinra.
Oh. Okay.
We're looking at books on the gods, trying to find Sinra. If I see anything else, that's just part of, me looking for something else.
Okay.
Actually, these books on Sinra, this is going to sound really stupid now as this, but do they have pictures?
Some of the papers would have pictures. Like, so some of the stuff, there would be some.
Is there...
Yeah, I'm going to have to find my picture center now, aren't I?
No, what I was going to ask was religious iconography. I can't say that word.
Iconography?
Iconography?
That's it. Is there anything... is there a chance of being anything hidden or clues or maybe hidden maps hidden amongst that? Again, hidden plain sight.
Make me an investigation check.
Not a religion check?
No, because it's more looking for imaging inside of imaging sort of vibes.
But I was thinking knowledge of the way religion would hide it. But, okay. Giving myself bloody guidance again, thankfully. Fucking cantrip. That's a 14 again.
14
What?
again.
It likes its 14s tonight.
It really does. I would say the one thing that sticks out to you would be every single time there is art of forestry. Doesn't matter if it's a different chunk of the like a forest. Or like some that are similar in the tree placement sort of thing. If it is art of forest, down both sides, is almost like the edges are lined with a very, very different type of tree than everything else that has extremely smooth bark.
To Poppyseed. For some reason, I was showing the different pictures, that it's going to sound daft. I think this might be a clue. I think these trees are something we got to look out for while we're in the forest. They might guide us where we got to go, or give us a starting point or a rough idea, or.
Which ones?
You see these ones down here, down the side? The ones with the really smooth bark. Always seem to frame, no matter what part of it is of the forest, always these types of trees always seem to frame it. Doesn't seem like a coincidence to me.
Croven.
Yeah?
In one of my plant books, I have two. I have How to Tell If You're a Green Thumb and Growing Plants Magically. I guess I can also try the Farmer's Almanac. Would one of them have something on them about smooth barked trees? And or can I make a nature check about it?
You think I know about trees as they make good paper. And they burn really well. But I don't think we want to be burning them here.
You can look through your book. You would find also, it's basically like that every time, sort of thing.
Silver birch.
Himalayan birch.
That's Himalayan birch, is it? They look the same as the silver birch here in the UK.
It bothers me that the trees on the sides in that picture are the same tree.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, it's what I had to work with, damn it. Deal with it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I'll be pointing out.
But yeah, you, Poppyseed, you do find that, there is, like, a family of trees that are like that are, you know, birch trees. You would find they are known for their, very smooth and stark white, bark. And make me, one or both of you, make me a religion check real quick.
I've got +5 in religion. What's yours? Poppyseed?
+8.
Hot damn.
How is the cleric the one with the lowest fucking religion roll out of the two of us?
Religion's an intelligence stat.
Yeah. You'd think it'd be a fucking wisdom stat for a cleric. But still. Okay. Yeah, you go for it.
Are you giving me guidance?
Yes. Like I said, it's a cantrip. I can cast it as many times as I fucking like.
And you get guidance, and you get guidance.
And you get
Everyone gets guidance.
That's a 18.
18.
Because I keep rolling like
Poppyseed.
garbage.
You remember seeing that one of the one of the symbols or one of the signs of Sinra is the birch. That specific tree, you remember reading that at some point that it has mention of being her favorite. You would also remember somewhere it mentioning that the birch was the gateway to the soul. But it had no context to that statement.
Well, Chou, from what I remember seeing somewhere is that Sinra's favorite tree is the birch. And that the birch was said to be the gateway to the soul. I wonder... Poppyseed's gonna pull out the fucking massive tapestry that he got in the Element Temple and lay that out.
I forgot that you took that.
Looking at the way these two silver birches frame anything to do with the forest, you saying about gateway to the soul, I wonder, do we have to find a pair of silver birches and pass through between them? As in, those are the frame of the doorway to get to where her place is.
That does... You might be onto something, Chou.
Just got to find 2 fucking silver birches in a forest. Literally, going to be trying to find the wood for the trees.
I'm trying to think of if I have something to make it easier to find that, but I don't. Well, once we're in the forest, you can transform into a phoenix and fly above and see if you can find the trees that way.
I was just thinking that. Seems we're on the same wavelength for a change.
Mm-hmm. Well, shall we take our findings and return to the group?
Yeah, I think it might be an idea to go and let them know what we found.
All right. Croven, on the tapestry, is there a hidden map of Anera with like a pinpoint that says, "Hey, the trees are here"?
Dude, I completely forgot about the tapestry, if we're being fucking honest here. I forgot it existed. I forgot you stole it. Took it out.
Whoa. Rescued.
Rescued.
Liberated.
It see, it does not have a like Syndra is here sort of thing. But you do notice that on Anera itself, like the trees used as the art for it is the birch.
Okay. Just more proof to the pile.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So, our stag's been known to be here. The silver birches. I'm pretty safe in saying that this is where we'll find Sinra.
Oh, I do remember a story that I read about the white stag, is that if you're nice to it, or if you're like in danger, it'll come help protect you, and then it'll maybe take you somewhere safe.
Good to know.
So if you see a white stag, don't hit it with fire.
Well, since we've already established that the white stag belongs to Sinra, I wasn't planning on hitting it with fire.
Or anything else.
Maybe some healing if it was hurt.
That would be acceptable, yes.
I mean, no, it's a stupid idea. No, we'll not bother with that idea I just had.
What?
I was thinking, probably with this place and there's been deers around, you might be able to find some antlers in a scar, some white body paint. You got a white body, long hair, bit of makeup. Maybe entice Mr. Stag out.
Chou, there's one problem.
Hmm?
I am full on male.
I didn't say you had to talk. You just have to look the part from the distance.
Do you
Lure it in.
you do know that there are subtle differences that can be told for male and female horse-like bodies.
Oh, as I'm a panda and not a horse, then no.
I'm just saying it won't work that way.
You're just afraid to get home to buy a deer.
That's gonna be a rough ride.
All I'll say is don't knock it till you try it.
I will definitely not be doing either. But since it's your idea, I can transform you into a deer, and then you can be the one that does that. Or we could just ask Tavish.
And that would be funny.
What in the Loki?
Turn Tavish into a white deer.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
We have viewers that are begging for this motion to pass.
Well, I'm not hearing a no from Tavish. So let's go with that idea then.
Wonderful.
Is this conversation being had at the library where I'm not at?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I think is that when possibly we see the white stag, I just cast it on him.
Yep.
And I say, go be free, go run.
We just don't tell him.
And since I'm the one concentrating on it, he can't do anything about it. Oh, this will be fun.
Exactly. Live life bright in the fires of enjoyment and pleasure. And fun. So we've now got a semi-plausible.
We now
a semi-plausible way of enticing the deer.
Yes.
Right. And if any questions are asked, I know nothing.
I will just say that it was a good idea to blend in.
I like the sound of that.
Well, the Poppyseed starts rolling up his tapestry and putting the books away. Oh, I still have to look through the Ugasa's books.
Ah, yes.
I'm going to start tidying away the books that I've been looking through.
Is that a investigation roll, Croven?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
With guidance.
God fucking damn it! 15.
I mean, that's not horrible.
I have rolled a 4, a 6, and a 5 tonight.
But you have your +8 and the extra die helping save your ass. So
Yeah. Stupid purple dice, you're supposed to be the good one.
um what do you learn about Ugasis? Um how would it be worded? I think you would learn about a temple turned school for learning that Ugasis frequented. In these papers, though, its last seen place is unknown. Like in the papers there, the little tidbits that you do have, it's fucking lost. Like they just think that it was destroyed or possibly sunk into the sea. As it was a coastal, more coastal location beforehand. What else would you learn about him? You would also find a couple notes on his mood swings being fucking wild. But I would say that's all you get with the amount that they actually have there in their files.
Okay. And with that, Poppyseed starts putting shit away.
The fuck is that? I'll be back. I got something going on outside outside my flat in the building.
Uh-oh. Okay.
The camera pans back to Tavish and Wednesday. Beffrey and
Right.
Wednesday.
Beffrey and Wednesday. Beffrey and Wednesday. Come in, Beffrey and Wednesday. What are you two hopping hooligans up to?
That's a good question.
I didn't do anything, I swear. Real quick, what was the... I think it was the cactus one. What kind of weapon was that?
Ward.
Like, is it like a longsword kind of deal?
Can you do a longsword?
I don't know. I don't think so.
What weapons can you do? Do you remember?
Well, technically I can, but it's gonna be lower due to being whatchamacallit. I can, but because I think with 2 it's a strength modifier. So it wouldn't help her out any, I don't think.
You need light or finesse weapons?
Yeah.
I'd be willing to make it a rapier. That's a finesse,
Okay.
so you should be able to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be able to get that one.
Let me give you the... Okay, so cactus sword for Kari. That is not how you spell rapier.
Uh-oh.
There we go. No? What am I fucking up? Oh, I'm flipping the I and the E. Um, Do. Um, do. The There we go. For your cactus sword. Um, and uh, uh, just read your guys' freaking posts. What are the what are the two of you doing after you get your fancy shit?
Hauling all these fucking spears back to the ship.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got a shit ton of spears too.
Yeah. New sword, new glaive, 12 spears.
12 spears.
Just trudging along. Tavish going plep plep.
Clank, 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 clank.
Plep clang, plep clang, plep clang.
Sound like a box of metal Tic Tacs every time I take a step.
Yep.
Plap, plap, clink, clink, clink.
Who
Who
that?
needs stealth?
I do. You're the distraction. You're perfect.
There we go. Teamwork.
Woo!
Poppyseed's gonna be armed to the teeth with spears, but they're all Tavishes.
We'll get him like a little pseudo armor that I could just mount spears on.
It's just gonna turn into a Gatling gun.
We mount a ballista on the back of Poppyseed and we load the spears into it.
That's what I was thinking too.
Crank ballista. Shooting spears.
That'd be fucking great.
Poppyseed, stand still. Move a little to the left.
Stand as still as a statue.
So you don't have to breathe, so you're good.
Yep.
Stay still. Also, duck your head. We don't want to hit an accident.
That too.
We don't need the collateral damage.
Takes a little on top. You know what I mean? Just a little.
End up giving him like a reverse mohawk or some shit. Like...
The sides are tall.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
That's what I thought too. Okay.
Poppyseed, they shot your tail off. I don't know how to tell you this.
We're gonna have to do to Poppyseed like they did the war horses and just braid up his hair and all that fun shit. So it doesn't get caught up.
Yep.
Does braided up Poppyseed hair just look like rock candy?
My hair isn't what's turned to stone.
That's kind of look
Just
weird
everything
though.
else.
Stone horse with hair.
Dude's got moss growing off his head.
Chia Hans.
Chia.
Centaur.
Oh my word.
Poppy. I can't get it out of my head.
Petter Hunts. Petter Hunts.
Oh, that's too great.
I gotta find a way to make all of my characters connected in the same family somehow.
Oh dear God.
Okay, what did I miss? My everything just shit the bed for the last 10 minutes.
There's a
Oh no!
Nothing
Chia
really.
Hans.
Chia Hunts.
Speaking of the gun. The
No,
usual.
you don't get context.
That's all. Chia Hans.
That's all the
That is all.
context you get. Chia.
God damn it. That needs to be a sound now.
That's one of the bullet points.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
What? Okay. Think y'all make it back to the boat. Is it Poppyseed? You feed Tavish lugging a shit ton of spears. And a very, very green bladed fucking what was it called? Glaive? Glaive.
Somebody went shopping.
Who? Looks over at Kari.
Yeah.
So those aren't yours?
Oh, these? No, I'm just holding them for a friend.
Oh. And who would that be?
Me. Walks past. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
Okay.
Yeah, Kari and I went to a blacksmith shop and nearly bought out the place in spears.
I think you did.
No, I left one in case of emergency.
An emergency for who?
Whoever needs a spear.
He is being considerate.
Exactly. Also, I found this. Points at the glaive.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I traded a shovel for it. So yes.
Does it do anything besides swing?
Well, I mean, like, the little plaque thing said it did. Haven't used it yet.
Interesting.
You
Tavish,
practice on the haunts.
I could.
I mean, I don't want you to. I'll tell you what, Tavish. I'll tell you what. If you hit me with that, I'm allowed to cast a spell on you at some point in the future.
I mean, I wasn't particularly planning on swinging on you with this thing. Kind of pointy.
I mean, we're fine here.
Are you asking me to stab you with the new weapon I got, Poppyseed?
This kind of stinks.
You and Kari just insisted on offering me up as a test dummy, so to speak.
Oh, no, no, no. You know what insisting looks like with us. Saying it one time, that's not a problem. You know Kari and I will bother you till your ears fall off.
But then he's going along with it.
That's true. I don't like that. He never likes my ideas.
Mm-mm.
What's the catch, horsey boy?
I told you. I would just get to cast a spell on you sometime in the future of my choosing.
He's gonna kill you.
Wouldn't put it past him.
With that wonky magic shit.
Just stare up at Poppyseed, just kind of squint and stare down.
Both of them are squinting up at him.
Get fucked.
Well, I guess if you're too chicken to take the deal, then okay.
Hey, I am the prehistoric chicken.
I'm a frog.
It's a figure of speech.
How did we end up in a different campaign going back to figure of speech? I just had to bring that up. I was like, wait a minute. Full circle.
Yep.
Because my response was going to be, how does speech have a figure?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
No?
You know, I think this time I'm not gonna stab you. Thanks for the offer, though. Shrugs.
Well then. I guess I have a new weapon to. I guess I have a new weapon to sing my song on then.
I'm not gonna need an offer to stab you if you do that again. I'm just gonna stab you.
We'll see.
Wait.
I'm gonna poke you between the hooves.
Wait, he makes your weapon sing? What?
Oh, Kari would have heard it. The whole boat ride.
That's what that bullshit was.
Aye. And that's why the halberd has been in the hold of the ship, and not on me for most of the ride.
You see, Tavish has always wanted me to give him a wake-up call, so I figured, why not automize it?
This is slander. This is lies and slander.
You're the reason why I ended up hiding in the crow's nest to hide away from that shit. You know how hard it is for me to climb up there?
Blame Tavish. He is the.
No, don't blame.
I 100% blame you because you gave me a task to wake you up every morning, and I completed that task. You can't fault me for that.
Gwyn said him.
I could go back to lifting you up in the air and dropping you.
Or let's not do any of that.
Why are you a bully?
Show me, dude. Drops me out the sky.
It's usually the nerds that are bullied. Why is this one a bully?
Don't turn this one back around on me, Wednesday and Beffrey. I'll say it louder.
Say it louder if you'd like to see two of your party members go to jail.
Well, one.
Hey, no.
It's my
You're an
fault.
accessory.
No, I'm a part victim of your abuse.
Exactly. The code phrase we use to get the money.
It was against my will.
Sure it was. That's why you're the one that got it and I didn't.
Because you're dumb.
Well, looks like you're the brains of the operation then.
No. Hold up in court.
Nope, he's abusive. He threatened me.
Sure I did. That's why you took some of the money.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going down, you're coming down with me. Don't even fucking worry about it.
You see? He's threatening again.
That's right. You're being demoted to Monday morning.
Oh, that's even worse. That's worse than just standard Monday.
Get fucked.
Just gonna think about it though. Oh, why do we hate Mondays though?
I don't know.
Have either of you two had a regular scheduled job?
What's a job?
I mean, yes, but like it wasn't paid.
What did you do exactly?
Odds and ends. Oh god, I just tabbed back into the bald eagle thing. Jesus fucking sorry. I was like, what's wrong with the picture? Oh. There goes my train of thought. What the fuck was I thinking? Holy shit.
Tavish had a job?
Yeah. I mean, like, it wasn't paid, so, like, odds and ends around the swamp and whatnot. Technically, it's helping out the family, but, you know, I did have tasks I had to do.
Well, actually, this makes sense that Tavish understands the Monday fiasco and you don't. Kari.
Okay.
Although, why are you getting so upset about it?
That's the way I see it.
I don't know. He just keeps saying demoted and he keeps being abusive. But because of me, he's not in jail.
And because of you, we had extra money.
Mm-hmm. But you're still being mean.
It's the persona.
Uh-oh.
It's all an act.
Okay, so you calling us those names was a threat file?
What?
You calling us those names is gonna be a threat, Hal? We don't care.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
What are you gonna do? Telling us?
Wonderful. Next time I see a poster with your semi-descriptions on it, I'll keep a hold of it.
We could always say that he was the one that took it, made us do it.
Gonna throw this out there, but we are all currently standing on a stolen ship.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to be the only one that goes down for this shit.
He is the brains, so we could say he's the brains of the operation.
I have no
Mhm.
recollection about anyone of this party. That's all I'll have to say.
We'll see who they believe in court.
Have you ever been to a court?
What's that? You need to keep in mind that we went into a bank and stole money without even realizing what a bank really was.
That's true.
And we still managed to steal from it.
That's true. If anyone, to be fair, like if these two idiots gestures between himself and Kari can steal money from a bank, technically, yeah, I mean it's kind of their fault, really. Like of all the things, how can Chucklefuck 1 and Chucklefuck 2 guess a number like that? And hold the figure up like they didn't do something terrible. And we didn't take all the money in their account. Besides, I mean, we did also find out that the Bearfree happens to own this boat too, so like, he's got money to spare. Fuck him.
So not only have you impersonated someone, you have stolen from them as well.
You have too. Welcome aboard. Smiles.
Also has a toothy smile.
Just like leans over and puts an arm over
Wait,
Kari's
hold
shoulder
up.
and
You
smiles.
got a beak. Do you also have teeth?
She is technically a lizard.
True.
Has teethies.
Just like Goose. You got fucking goose teeth.
Oh god, that's scary though.
Them dinosaur teeth.
Well, I hope more people aren't going to be looking for you.
I mean, we only stole the one time that we know of.
Did we go sleep stealing? Is that what happened?
Well, I mean, we haven't quite seen a wanted poster for any of us for the boat we stole, so there's that in it. But like, otherwise, no, I've been good. Have you been good?
I've been good.
All right.
I thought for a second that when we were at the shop you were gonna start smashing the glass to get the weapons.
Oh, when they pulled the shovel out?
Yep.
Yeah, I did do that. A bit grandiose, I will say.
Well, since we have time, I'm going to go for a walk. And Poppyseed trots away.
He's gonna fucking turn us into the cops.
Why is he
Kari.
like this?
He's gonna snitch, Kari. We gotta kill him.
No witnesses.
No witnesses. I don't have a shovel anymore. Oh fuck, we can't bury him. Wait, good news. I made approximately a horse-sized hole in the pet cemetery just today. It's perfect.
Unfortunately, we have lost our medic for the evening, so we can.
Yeah, we lost one of the two.
He's
The
a
other one
rock.
plotting
Just drop
murder.
him in the just drop him in the harbor.
Feed him to the living energy. Needs bodies.
I'm not losing another ship if he snitches.
Have the turtles just been listening on this the whole fucking time?
They're
Yep,
on the boat.
Fantastic.
they have been right there the entire time.
Just tinkering.
Hey, so you
So-
want to kind of like ready, aim, and fire this shit off, or what's gonna happen?
You think
What do we
he's gonna
do?
snitch on us?
Well, I mean, have the ship ready to leave. If we even catch a whiff of law, leave. Horse will be stuck here and can't swim. And tries to appear, we've got cannons.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Hey, Poppy, we're ready to. Oh, he didn't hear me.
Oh.
So sad.
Oh, there he goes. He's going.
He's gone. Hunts away.
Poppyseed.
Yeah.
What you want to get from the bakery?
So I'm getting a bunch of like turnovers for everybody on the boat.
Can Kari be after him? Sneaky, as always.
Yeah, roll your sneeze.
Damn, that's a 10.
Holy
Poppyseed, I think
Holy
it's
shit! My passive is 11.
Wow.
Oh my god! You spot Kari following you. The ungodly weeds.
I had to mute because I started fucking choking.
Is this before I go to the bakery or after?
Wait, no, she followed. The moment he left, like he tried it off. Like there was that conversation, and then she snuck off after him.
Like zoomed off after him. So like she on your way to the bakery, you would spot her like catching up. Like she's trying to catch up sneakily, and she's only just catching up.
He'll probably meander. Just window browsing a little before going into the bakery.
Nice. But yeah, you are able to get your box of pastries.
She'll wait outside and then just kind of like sneaking in, following.
Oh. Kari, were you going to purchase something too? I got everybody something for the ride.
What'd you get?
I got apple and cherry turnovers.
Okay. Ooh.
You want one?
Yeah. Damn, there's food. My weakness. You had to bring that back up again, didn't you? How dare.
For some reason, the apple turnovers taste like rats.
Kari would love them.
Yep.
Kari's just like, I fucking love apples now.
No, apples were so good.
Becomes like a drug dealer. I need more.
Oh,
Start twitching.
that reminds me, if we're going around the continent. We're gonna have to get more food for the trip.
Yep.
Poppyseed will get more food.
And more booze.
You ain't out of booze in the slightest.
We could always top off.
Yet.
Whatever you want to do.
You'll be nice and
Well-
help him get some of the foods.
We need some Granny Smiths.
How long would the trip take? How many days we out?
You are. Shit, let me find that thingy again. There it is. You think it's probably gonna take 2-3 days to get all the way around.
All right.
To the other side.
Loaded me up with 3 days of wealthy fucking food for 10 people. Wait. 11. We gained an Oliver.
I don't remember the food cost.
I don't remember either. I know that it was expensive though.
I know where to find it. There it is. And where is it? Do. It was the 4 gold per day per person. I think. I think I'm looking at the right chart.
That sounds right. Based on
How many people are there?
11.
11?
Oliver joined.
Do we have 11?
Yeah.
I think we have like 8.
We have the party, which is
Gar.
Yep.
Kari,
You have
Tavish, Chou is 6.
Mm-hmm.
Lulu and Oliver.
Yeah.
Make 8.
And then
Nadell.
Poppyseed's lady.
They do.
Yeah.
Wait.
Your two little lizard
God.
meals.
The two lizards are not going to eat
Two.
2 people's worth of meals, though. If they do, we have a fucking
Kari,
problem.
Poppyseed,
Gar-
See the big
Tavish.
lizard.
Gar
underneath us.
also has his pet.
Yes. Lizard with wings.
Lizard with wings points at fucking Kari.
So 10?
Sure.
Again, toothy smile.
3 equals, so 120 gold.
That's as much as I spent for a 14-day trip. What the fuck?
Is 4 times 10, then times 3, 120. Or do we do the, hold on. 10 times.
Because that's as much as I spent for.
I'm checking one other thing really quick. I think I use this other chart. I think. No, because that doesn't make. Hold on. Because you spent 120?
Yeah.
You said 120 on 14 days for 8 people? 9 people?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
8 equals. And didn't. No, you got. So. Divided by 14 days. One. No, this does make more sense. Okay, hold up. I know which I was looking at. Okay, hold on. 8 times 10. Nope. 8 times 10 times 3 divided by to make that into gold and not 24 gold. That's better. That's the right one.
Okie dokie. Poppyseed gets his little disc to put the food on.
You do the fooding. Y'all are stocked up, not stucked up. Stock. Up on that good foods. And I can't remember if you guys had your long rest or not.
Nope. nonsense getting into town.
Okay. So now you had a handful of hours before nighttime would hit. So I'll say at this point, everything's closing up shop sort of deal, and it is the night of the times. So now you've only got each other to mess with for a time, unless you go do crime, but not recommended.
No, because we have someone who's going to tell on us.
I won't say a thing.
Since you are, safely docked, and there are, the guards of the dock themselves around and about, do you guys still wish to, take shifts, for the night? Do you guys all just want to sleep? What would you like to do?
Do you want to take watches in case someone, spots the boat?
Yeah, I would say to keep watch.
That'd be a good idea.
Alrighty then. Who's taking first, second, and third watch?
I will take a second watch.
I could take the third.
Who's on first?
Ha ha.
No, who's on second?
Which one?
That's
Gad?
Mod 20.
Mod 20 for your snappy. I'm going to roll a thing.
Uh-oh. She's rolling a thing.
Gad, you notice, not too far off, slowly creeping forward that is fairly large in the water.
Is it our big friend?
It very much so is big friend shaped.
Kind of look around, see if anybody else is noticing this.
You're looking around, and most of the other ships are either completely lights out sort of thing, or the others have not noticed. I rolled pretty poor on some perception checks for the other people guarding the docks.
I'm gonna run and grab Tavish. Just kind of like, your kid's here.
Which one? Which kid? Which kid? The two tiny ones or the large, scaly fish?
The big one.
Fuck. Alright. Okay. Here we go. Gets up out of his bucket. Okay. Alright. Leans over the side of the ship. What is he?
Like, point out.
He's getting
Sticking out of
close.
the water?
No, he's under the water. Like, he's like it's dark enough that unless you're really paying attention or it's pointed out, you're not going to notice him immediately. But he is definitely creeping up on your boat.
I think Tavish is going to give a little stretch and then crawl his way down the side of the ship. Just like, fuck, here we go again. Speak with animals as he goes down.
You, as just plop, 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 splash, 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 as you go. Oh no, wait. You don't have water breathing right now.
He does not.
So you just plop down the side until you get right next to the water. You maybe a perception check.
Wow. The dice likes to favor the side. That is 14.
14.
Yeah.
You can tell that he thinks he is being the sneakiest little bugger.
Towards the ship or just in general?
Just in general. Like, he thinks he's being the sneakiest little bugger. You can tell, like, the goal is to get to the ship. And also, you can tell, has not spotted you.
Without water breathing, if Tavish were to just shove his head underwater, would he still be able to use speak with animals and just lift his head up to breathe?
I think it works.
Okay. I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna dunk his head underwater and just be like, "I see you."
There is a startled flinch. And I wasn't doing nothing.
I know. But I was woken up to say hi.
I got lonely.
Understandable. Apparently we're staying at least a day more. But I mean, as long as you're not seen by the other ships, you should be fine.
So I can stay under your ship?
Sure. Use this as some cover.
I could, like, flip over and hold on to the bottom.
Sure, if that's the way you want to travel.
It would be funny.
Then you are more than welcome to. I'll let the others know so that when you do so on the ship rocks, they don't all freak out. Also, how goes the hunting?
There's not a lot over here right now. And I found, I don't know what they're called. Big square things made out of lots of holes. It looked like they were holding food, but I couldn't figure out how to get to the food. So I gave up on those. So they looked like they were holding a lot of food.
Like a trap or something?
Well, they had a bunch of the tiny pinchy food. If you bite it wrong, it'll pinch your cheek.
Yep, that's a crab trap. That's got to be a crab trap there. Okay. Well, don't know exactly what you can and can't eat, so I wouldn't recommend biting into it, because I know that it's a lot, like there's wood and there's metal in that probably, so it might not be the best to eat. But I mean, there is a lot of crabs in those usually.
I had a lot of them.
I mean, if you think you could handle a few splinters in your tummy.
I don't want splinters. What are splinters? That doesn't sound nice.
You'd be correct. Not the nicest.
And then I also saw some people forgot their, what did you call them? Net? But I didn't touch those.
That's also good. Yeah, so people like to fish and they'll just leave things out, and usually they'll come back and there'll be a fish in them. But like, not always a good time. If that's what you're going after, it might be better just to stick with the fish that don't have the pointy bits on them, like we said.
Oh, yeah.
You might also have some better luck in the deeper waters, because I know shallows usually harder for fishing, at least the bigger fish.
Yeah, it's a lot of little stuff. But then I didn't want to get too far away because then I like couldn't see you guys good. And it made me nervous.
Well, don't worry, we're not leaving at least for the rest of the night, so if you want to fish a little bit, we'll be here in the morning. And if not, you feel free to hug the bottom of the ship, all you like.
Maybe I'll come back before it gets bright so I can be sneaky again. But I'm gonna go see if I can go something bigger in the better water. Then I'll be sneaky, come back.
Tavish will give him an upside down nod and an upside down thumbs up. And then plap his way back up the side of the ship.
You see the little guy speed off.
All right. He's gonna go hunt. If the ship rocks in the middle of the night, then there is a chance that he has come back and he is currently hugging the bottom of the ship. But I mean, he's not gonna eat us, so yeah, I'm going back to the bucket.
All right.
Flops face first into his bucket and goes back to sleep.
Imagine doesn't even try and get fully in the bucket.
There's a leg or two sticking out, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Gad, how do you proceed to wake Poppyseed up for his shift?
Just like tap a claw on the rocky part till he wakes up. It's your turn for watch.
Oh.
If
Okay.
the boat starts rocking, it's because Krillian came back, and he's hugging the bottom of the ship.
Oh. That was not where I was expecting that phrase to go. Okay. Gets up. Haunt stretch.
Make a perception check.
Okay. This is with a whopping +1. 13.
13. Yeah, it is a lovely sea night. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. Until like the very, very tail end of your shift, though you were warned about this, there is in fact a little bit of rocking. There's like a slight like spoke at first.
Mm-hmm. I was just told that he was hugging the boat.
Doing a little hug.
Mm-hmm.
How do you wake up Kari for her shift?
I know exactly how I'm going to wake up Kari for her shift.
Lovely.
I'm going to cast light on an apple turnover. And then I'm going to mage hoof it over to in front of her nose. And wave it.
Waft it.
Yeah.
The glowing turnover.
Yeah.
Kari getting that.
Grumpy grumbles because his light is too bright out. But ooh, it smells like good food though. You know how in the Gremlins, and he's trying to light the cigarette, but he kind of gets away from the light, and trying to light the cigarette, get away from the light because it's too bright for him.
Yeah.
That exact same thing is going. Sorry. Trying to get the turnover. The light is too bright.
It's beautiful.
Kari, wake up. It's time for your turn for watch.
Why is food so bright?
Because I casted a spell on it to make it bright.
Why you gotta be so mean?
No,
Why?
had to make sure that you would wake up.
You
Can't-
don't have to blind me to do that, though.
No, but sometimes you would reach for something and then eat it and then fall right back to sleep.
When?
I don't know. That's just what I imagine you doing.
Wow, so you don't even have any proof in your... Okay. Meanie.
Right.
I'll-
How rude.
I'll test.
Don't even want the app. Don't even want the apple turnover no more.
Okay, fine. He lifts the apple turnover up with the mage hoof.
Leaves in the
Oh
cup.
no.
Like the little stompy, those little stompy birds you see just stomp.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she leaves.
A little stompy birdie. Oof.
Did you want it or no?
No.
Okay. Poppyseed will drift it over to him and he'll start eating it. Making the light disappear.
Wait, why is that one not... There we go. I found a technical difficulty.
Oh.
I fixed it.
Ooh.
Um...
Neptune, don't I?
Perception.
Perception, let us see. Hey! I got a nat one for a 9.
Whoop-dee. You see nothing. Things are normal. It's all good.
So mad. And she still sees spots because of the light.
Granted, with that, everyone get your long rest. We'll pick up in the morning of the next day. Next session.
Woo!
Goodbye. Chat stream.
Goodbye.
Poodles.
Goodbye, Moon Man.